Hey, welcome to the second episode of the Black Girl Business Hour. I am your host, Will, known as Lena Wilson. I am the owner of Rebellious Beauty LLC, and I am the owner of the business Beauty Rebel 216. Thank you all again for being with me with the Black Girl Business Hour. We had an amazing episode last week, and we are back again with a whole new guests and a whole new business that we need to be informed about. So before I get started, I'd like to let you all know that this episode of the Black Girl Business Hour is sponsored by no other than what? Rebellious Beauty LLC. Rebellious Beauty LLC is a all-natural, organic, and vegan skincare company based right here in Cleveland, Ohio. So for all of your skincare needs, please visit rebelliousbeautyllc.com. If you are interested in being, come on y'all know I'm a ghetto dog. If you are interested in being a sponsor to the Black Girl Business Hour, please message me and let me know, and we will get that set up for you. So without further ado, today's guest is someone I've actually known for quite a while. She is in the house. Her name is Miss Kizzy Warfield-Hill, and Miss Kizzy is the owner of Miss Kizzy, can you go ahead and tell me about your business, please?
Yes, hi everyone. Yes, so again, I am Kizzy Warfield-Hill, and I am the owner of Visions Destination Travels. This is a business. I have my own travel agency business where I like to make sure that you get out, you have fun, you have the best experience possible. So I book all sorts of travels for you throughout the entire globe, wherever you may want to go. I am also part of with this Planet Marketing, which is also kind of a marketing team that goes along with this. They are fastly growing. I mean, like they're doing their thing. It's owned by a Black owner in Atlanta, Georgia. There is over, wow, I mean, like the growth is, I don't even want to quote it because it's growing like so much daily, but I want to say there's at least about, I want to say 10,000 reps. I mean, they're like really growing fast. And they have their own travel agency, which I work under with my own travel agency. So, and we're also a partner with what we call IntelliTravel.com, which is where we get to partner with all of our different travel vendors from Delta, from American Airlines. We got the Hilton Hotel. So we get all types of great deals. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. Hopefully I can, get you excited and you'll want to take one of those trips and come take a look at my website and, register and just, join in on this fun because there's a lot of trips. We have some of the best booking. I can honestly tell you that we have some of the best deals that beat out Expedia, Booking.com, and so forth.
Okay, because we are outside. We are back outside, okay? I mean, wash our hands and don't breathe in people's face. But other than that, we back outside. Hey, before I get started, if anybody's in the chat, please put the disclaimer in so everybody knows the rules. Now, getting back to Miss Kizzy, because she is, I'm going to say she out here saving lives, okay? Because if you've been at home, first of all, 2020 and 21, the damn near took us out. And now we need to get back outside. And sister's saying, I got the best deals. So we need to make sure that she is in our Rolodex of, I need to get out of here ASAP. Who do I call? And there you go. So with that being said, Miss Kizzy, what is one thing, and I know you're a serial entrepreneur. So yeah. What is one thing that you wish you had known before you began your entrepreneurial journey?
What I wish I'd known, to be honest, is to not start with family and friends, just to be honest.
Wait a minute, hold on. Can we say that again? Louder for people in the damn back.
I wish I would have known not to start with family and friends. I think that as much as they love us, they're just not always the right support group to go to for a few reasons. Discounts. I'm in business. I'm not here to give you a discount right now. Can I make some money first and maybe I'll look out for you?
Like not at all. Like not at all. How about that? Pay for the damn trip. Okay.
So, I mean, I think that has been one of my challenges and what has kind of held me back. And not only that, when I say that, not to depend on them, honestly, I have this mindset of me and my family should go up together. Me and my friends should go up together. And what I've learned is that is not reality. I've learned that everyone's assignment is not the same, and I cannot share my assignment with everyone.
As you can't save everybody, and nor does everybody want to be saved. Okay. So what you should do is take your cape off, fold it up, put it, and save it for another day, sis. Okay. So hey, freaking man, Lord knows I learned firsthand that you can't save everybody,
Right.
because like you said, and that's a really good point, everybody's journey is not the same. And because in our mind, you like, I done made it, so let me hook up everybody else. And it's just not reasonable, because first of all, if you got there before they did, it's a reason you got there before they did, because damn it, they ain't trying to get there.
And I think, just in their defense, I think that what happens with family and friends is that they see you as this everyday person that they've grown up with, that they know. First of all, they know any of the flaws that you've ever made, anything you've ever had go wrong. And so it's like, I don't even know if it's how dare you make it, but it's kind of like one of those, oh, if she's doing it, then it must not be that hard. It must not be anything. It's just,
dare you?
Kizzy doing it.
How dare you, John Adams, make it? Like, girl, you went to Adams. No, more importantly, why ain't you made it if we all went to the same school?
Right. We was all on miles together.
Right. We all lived off 93rd. Why haven't you made it?
Yeah.
If it's that easy.
So that's what I find. And it is not that I think they don't want to. It's just that's just the reality, is that you may be too relatable. It is really a such thing as being too relatable, is what I've learned.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, make sure you guys start getting your questions ready, because at the end, we are definitely doing our Q&A. So what are some of the challenges, besides your friends and family, have you faced when you first started your journey?
Some of the challenges that I faced is the reality of the situation. Is this a membership? Is it a club? Is this really a business? What are you doing now? Like, I have been known to kind of jump in and out of a lot of things throughout my days. Okay. Whether it's volunteer, whether it is a membership, a club, or something that I am doing. So I think that's been one of the challenges, is really crossing this over, or having people understand that I am a serial entrepreneur. So there's this thought that, oh, you're all over the place, so she obviously doesn't have it together. And the reality of it is no, I'm working them all. And I'm putting my all into them all. So it's always like they think it's a gimmick.
Right.
And I guess I understand, because there's a lot of scams out here these days. But I would challenge anyone that knows me that they would know that, yeah, Kizzy doesn't do gimmicks. And Kizzy takes life serious, and she's going to make sure that she's joining something that's going to be very reputable, that's going to be beneficial for others. And it's really going to, catapult us all to the next level if you're willing to jump in and do the work that needs to be done. So I think that's really the challenge, is that it's always seems that it's looked at as a gimmick.
Right. Right. And like you said, people always see the success. Nobody sees the work that goes into any of this, whether it is, travel. I don't care if it's Avon. Like, how you think these people riding around in pink Cadillacs, they didn't work their ass off. Like, they ain't just like, hey, sis, I got some lotion, you want some? No, they out here, they hustling. So people don't realize the work. But then it's like your integrity. Like, am I going to scam you? Like, why would I get into something that's a scam? You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to do it to me, so why would I do it to you? So I totally get that one. So what are some of the biggest highlights in your entrepreneurial journey?
Honestly, some of the biggest highlights are, one, the networking opportunities that I get and the different people that I meet. Like, I really enjoy meeting new people and just learning about them. I think especially with a travel agency, you're kind of learning what people like. You're learning, like, through finding out where they want to be, if they want to be on a beach, or if they want to be on land, what type of room they want. Yeah, I'm on a top floor, and you really get to learn, like, all of these different individuals, and you kind of have these conversations, and it can become very personable, right? And I get to share my experiences with them. And I think that's one of the greatest perks that I enjoy about entrepreneurship, whether it's this business, whether it's my medical billing, even when I'm out, I've seen you several times working even my accessory store. So
Right.
what I love about entrepreneurship is that I can be myself. I can meet different people who are also being themselves, and we just network and come together and we build like this community, right?
Yes,
Where we're
yes. Because
helping and assisting each other.
if you are in the vending community, first of all, it's a very tight-knit one. Like everybody knows everybody who knows everybody. I've been fortunate to meet really good people on my vending journey. Like you said, the networking part of it is amazing. Like, you never know who you're going to come across and how that person can be beneficial to you and you to them, and sharing ideas and informations and things like that. So yeah, like you said, we've always crossed paths on the vending trail. People cross paths all the time on the vending trail. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you can make like a whole lifetime friend on the vending trail.
Yeah. And what I also learned is that you'd be amazed that if you put yourself out there, the different types of individuals you'll run into. Like I've had some individuals that support me that I would have never even thought to approach.
Exactly.
Right. And they're so interested and they have all these other connections and they're really truly trying to help you be successful.
Right.
And I think that is awesome if you're able to really open that box up. Lately, I've been promoting in like Akron, Cuyahoga Falls, Kent area, like a lot of the more local to Cleveland, still in Northeast Ohio, but just outside of this area itself. And I just find that it's very, it's very interesting. Meeting the different people and how they think, how they move, how they network. So I would say that's another thing, is just really opening myself up to different individuals and different circles it's been really great as far as being an entrepreneur.
Until you see what's out there, which is why I got on the road. You can't upgrade until you see what's out there. I was in Detroit this past weekend. It's a totally different vibe than Cleveland. I kind of call it Cleveland Junior, but it's got a lot going on. And even with Philly and New York and the Carolinas and all these places, like we all are on a different path. So if we could all get together and put those things together, just imagine and see how they move. So that's definitely great. Hey, if you guys are in the room, please throw some hearts in here. Show Miss Kizzy some love. Throw some hearts, y'all. Please, please, please. That puts us up in these little funky algorithms. But throw some hearts. But that's a good point about the networking and who you run into and who you can, I ain't gonna even say pick their brain, but just know how people move. You know what I'm saying? So since you started the journey, either with the jewelry or either with the travel, what has been your biggest failure? And what did you learn from that failure?
My biggest failure, to be honest, is sticking to a yes. To be honest, following through, I had to learn that, what you learn is you keep going. You don't stop. You don't get this small number or this small group of supporters. You have to just keep going and kind of keep grinding. And I think what I've learned is that it's really easy to get comfortable in your yeses. Yes. It's really easy to get comfortable in your yeses. It's really easy to get comfortable in an acquisition, because what happens is you're thinking it's going to go, but you have to remember in the long run where you're trying to go and making sure that you're keeping everything flowing, because you never know who's going to fall off, and just stand in contact with those, even those who are kind of straddling the fence and they're not in
everything.
Yeah, because you don't want to. What I find is, what I've done, and I've seen other individuals too, is that we kind of push those maybes to the side and we're like, yeah, they're just really not. And we have to just remember that sometimes individuals need reassurance and they're here and they want to support you, or they have something personal going on. And so they don't mean any. You may reach out to them 10 times and it seems like they're just pulling your leg, but maybe it's just not their time. It doesn't mean that they're not interested. And I think that's been very interesting for me to know and to learn. And I found that out because individuals, lucky for me, will reach back out to me and let me know that they're still interested or that they're still watching me, right? You don't even realize that people are watching you the way that they're watching you, because you can't get caught up on likes and who's doing this and who you can't get caught up on that, and you forget that everyone's always watching.
Because Facebook is paying for reels, and I keep telling people they're not paying for likes. They're just paying for views. So a person can come past your reel, view it, and never like it, and you'll still get the credit for that. You know what I'm saying? I think in the beginning it was all about the likes, and today it's not. Like, it's literally about the views, not the likes.
Yeah.
You know, so like you said, you can't get caught up on that. You can't get caught up and hung up on likes, because like you said, people are lurking. They ain't gonna tell you that they've popped up in your live or whatever, your network and whatever. They just want to see what you're doing. But the follow-up is key. So even if you got those people that are straddling and, you know, they may not be so sure, reassure them and follow up. And they appreciate the fact that you did follow up. So what advice would you give someone wanting to pursue a career similar to yours, or just starting a business in general?
The advice I would give is always prepare yourself for no.
Ooh, child. Yes.
Always prepare yourself for the rejections first. The rejections come in like so much faster than you'll ever get a yes. And it's challenging. I mean, if you don't really put your heart into something and you feel like, and you're a person that needs that validation,
can't take it personal.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. You can't take it personal. You have to just keep moving, move on to the next one. Because I will honestly say, I've seen so many no's, and I've had to keep going, and I've had to push myself. And I would be lying to say that I've never had a moment where I'm like, what am I doing? I did this. What am I doing wrong? I guess I just can't reach them. I can't this, I can't that. And then, but what I do is, I would say to pull yourself away, not away, but if you're going so hard on your marketing and you're trying to reach people, I would say take a break and do something else toward that business, just to kind of give yourself that small mental break. And then you jump right back in, because then you realize why you're doing it, what you're doing, and you're still adding that value to what you're doing for yourself.
Absolutely.
To kind of balance out those no's.
Yeah.
That would be, that's my honest, like, I mean, because that has been my that's what I've experienced from all of the businesses that I've tried to run, that I've been running, whether I've tried them, whether I'm running them now. That's what I identified, is that you're just going to get a lot of no's, and you have to keep pushing. Like, you think, I thought, oh, this jewelry is cute, it's gonna sell itself. Well, yeah, no, it doesn't.
That's not
People still need a push. They still want to know that you're really trying to sell them. They want someone to validate to them just how good this product is, right? They want to know, like, why should I get yours and not someone else's?
You gotta wear it. You gotta wear it too. Yeah. Like, I see people don't even have their own products on. Like, how do you expect somebody to be all up in your stuff and you ain't got your own stuff on? Like, make it make sense.
Now, quit fussing at me on my interview, because that has definitely been my issue. No, but I've always been an accessory person. It's so funny, because I was at a vendor event and someone walked up to me and said, of course you would be selling hats. I'm totally not surprised that you're selling accessories. Right. But I will say that lately I have been able to, because of my, everything going on in my personal life. I've just been so busy that I've not been able to really, when it's time to sit down or time to do something, it's like, no, I just need to get to work. I just need to get to work. But I agree with you on that. And that's that's another challenge I guess I've had, especially crossing in between the different businesses and doing what I have to do, making sure that I'm even dressing the part for each one, and really representing what that company stands for.
Right. Got you. Yes. Hey, if you guys are in the chat, please drop some hearts for Miss Kizzy. Let's show some love in the Black Girl Business Hour. Come on, y'all, show some love. I saw somebody killing the hearts earlier, so come on, keep killing them hearts. It's enough of y'all in here that it should be hearted out, okay? Like, it should be all love. Yes, and make sure you start getting those questions in your head, because we're gonna definitely do a Q&A at the end, so make sure you all have your questions ready. But yes, that is a good point. We have to not only sell our brand, we have to be our own walking billboards for our brand. Like, you know, I walk around here smelling like berry orange vanilla, for cool cilantro is my favorite, but I walk around here smelling like my stuff all the time. You know, I'm shining out here okay, all the time. So that's a very good point. We have to be our own marketing tools and stuff. Who's your target audience?
So my target audience
besides people that just need to get the hell out their house.
Yeah, is anyone who needs to get away. My target audience are our couples. You know, we need that getaway, right? We need that getaway. I'm looking to target just our ladies who need to get away. You know, when you need those girls trips and you want to take that cruise, you need to get away, and maybe even the fellas. So it's kind of across the board, as well as I love the family vacations. And so the reason these are my target audience is because, one, I can truly relate to them. That would be me. Right. I love a vacation. I love a girls trip, and I love spending time with my family. So I know how that makes me feel, and I can only imagine that that's what everyone else wants. We all want to get away with our bae. We all want to make our children feel special, but then we also all want our time with our friends, right? We want to be able to get away and just kind of have that mental space. Yeah, have that mental space. So I would say that is my target audience. But I do specialize for real in the couples, because I just love the sweet, like, get-togethers and helping to put those trips together, because a lot of times we need to get away and reconnect from, like all of us who are here today, we're entrepreneurs, we're always busy, we're taking care of the family, and let's just be real here, our spouses feel truly neglected sometimes. And so you need that time to reconnect. And I think a really good couples getaway, it just does that for me. I don't care if it's a weekend vacation. Like, I love to do weekend vacations. I'll get a Airbnb somewhere and plan an itinerary just for a weekend.
I'll be up at the aloft, like, by myself. Like, don't call me, don't text me, don't email me.
Yeah.
Please. But the travel vendor has been my vacations. That's why I leave so much. You need to. So we have a sister in the group that puts together, like, packages for couples, and maybe she could add vacations to her entourage, and you guys can collab. Miss Tracy, if you're in this group, please raise your hand, say something. Y'all would probably be a great combo together. But see, that's why we need to have stuff like this, so we know what we do. What do we do, y'all? I don't know, because y'all won't tell me. Y'all won't post it to the group. Y'all should be blowing this group up. I have no rules. Just be respectful, but post your stuff. Like, I don't care what it is. Positivity is all I'm about. I don't care if it's a good recipe for grilled cheese. I like grilled cheese. Maybe we want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, can I ask? I have a request. Yes. How about, can I get everyone to just post their dream vacation or somewhere they think they would like to go next?
Ooh, girl, wait a minute. Look, let me get in my chest. Let me put my stuff in there. Okay. What is your dream vacation? That is the cute question of the day. What is your dream vacation? Maybe Miss Kizzy can make it happen for you. I see Aruba. I see, let's see, where the hell do I want to go? I want to go anywhere other than Harvard, girl. That's where I want to be. And it don't even take much. I see Cabo. I see Italy. Check. That's you, girl. We going to Italy. Can I get there?
Yeah, that was me.
Megan, bye. She's talking about space because Earth is I'm done with your life, girl.
Yes, Ghana. I literally was just typing Ghana, because that's another place that I would love to go.
Disney World for the baby. Yes. You know what, Megan? Now Megan won't let me move near the water, but she get to leave Earth. See, bye for you, Megan. That's contradictory. Okay, I'm just saying. What's the good? Yes, drop these dream vacations. Hey, if you're just coming in, so the question of the day is, because we have a person here who books vacations. She saves lives out here. What is your dream vacation? Okay, that is the QA, the question of the day. And make sure you have your questions ready for her at the end, because we're definitely going to do a Q&A from the group. So who is someone in the entrepreneur game that you look up to? Oh, Barcelona, good one.
Yeah. Honestly, right now, I would say that my mentor, my coach in my travel agency
Okay.
Yeah, she is phenomenal. She has her own company, Pretty Defense. She is a
Okay.
private investigator.
Oh,
She
recommend.
oh yeah, she's a private investigator. She's now running her own business courses. And of course, she is doing her thing. She is a beast. She is the best in this travel game so far. So I would say, you know, I've worked with her before. In another group or whatever. And
Okay.
I just really love her tenacity. You know, I love her ambition and the fact that she's just this go-getter and she has a full family. And when I say full family, she still has a child that is just hit 1 and another one that's 3. And we're not even going to speak on the others. And I just love to see it. She's very motivational. I mean, she literally makes you look at yourself and say, wait, what's my excuse?
That's good.
And so I think that is someone I wouldn't, you know, inspire, you know, she inspires me
That's
a
good.
great deal.
That's good. And I think everybody needs someone to look up to. Like, yes, we can definitely get through this game on our own a little bit, but it has to be someone that's done what you've done and maybe done it a shade bit better to guide you along your way. I tell people all the time that when I started, there was no one to help me, which is why I pour so much into this group, because I didn't have a damn person to say, Lena, do this, don't do this. This is a great idea. No, great idea. Nobody. Every person that I reached out to, every person that I asked, every person that I sent a note to was like, no. Like, no.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy today to see so many people trying to, because don't get me wrong, yes, hey, even me, I still pay for stuff. You know, I do pay for people's knowledge because they deserve to be paid. You know what I'm saying? If I can't cook and I go to culinary class, I'm gonna pay for the culinary class. You know what I'm saying? Whether my grandmother gonna show me the pound cake for free or Emerald Lagasse gonna charge me $5.99 for the damn pound cake. Either way, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I am glad to see more avenues of people able to share. Because when I'm telling you nobody will share information free or for pay, I was even willing to pay and they weren't willing to give it out. Okay. So to see so many more women coming forward and sharing information, pay or free, because I'm not against people who charge, but just willing to make an ebook or make a YouTube page or make something to share the information is amazing. Because let me tell you, 8 years ago, it was non-existent, at least here in Ohio. I didn't know who to reach out to. So when I tell you I was winging it, honey, I was winging it. Okay.
I believe you. And we do have a lot more of that now, right? It is
more than
so
we
much
had
more of that.
years
and,
ago.
You know,
okay.
What I also like about this particular business is that there's a very strong support system behind us.
That's good.
Again, like I said, you know, being originating in Atlanta, Georgia, I mean, it isn't just individuals from there, but there's individuals from Texas, from the Carolinas, from Michigan, I mean, pretty much everywhere. And you really get a lot of the different ideas and supports. And then they also have, we have a lot of like inspirational hours and morning prayers and things of the sort, just to keep you going.
Came together.
Yeah, keep you going, keep you motivated, you know, and just really keeping, you know, you centered on where you are and where you're trying to go.
Sales is hard, and like you said, everybody gets a little discouraged. So that's great that you have a team and a mentor and people to look up to say, hey, you know, I'm falling behind. Help me get back ahead. How do I get there? So that's good. And if you all are in business, don't have a team or a mentor or accountability partner, something to keep you straight, because we all falter. We all go this way. Okay. Yeah. I was going this way. My friend drugged me to the nasty lake and said, girl, look into the sunset and say it all, just scream it out. And I'm like, Okay. And when we was done, we was fine. We got in the car, we left. And I was back. But it happens. It happens. And we need that. So that's great. You have a team to help you stay straight. I love that. So what gives you the motivation to keep going? What makes Kizzy get up and say, you know what? This is what I'm going to do.
So there's a few things. First and foremost, my daughters. They look at me. They have been looking at me for a really long time. And, you know, I want to be that person that they look to and say, hey, this is also who inspired me. Now, granted, they may have someone else, but I like to be mentionable.
Right, exactly.
Right. I like to be
look, tag me in, coach.
Right. Another is just me having financial freedom. I love flexibility. I love being able, just the thought of being able to make my own and honestly be myself. Being in the corporate healthcare industry for 23 to 25 years. Honestly, having my own intellectual property pretty much taken from me with no credit, you know, just being like, you're just not appreciated. And so one of the things that motivates me is that I know I'm going to see that I'm going to get to have that appreciation from one, either helping other individuals, because that is another thing that I like to do. I like to employ others. I like to help others get a job or create or build their own team. It's not just about me, but it's about being able to come together. Maybe we can create a network. So all of those are motivations for me, to be honest, just being able to help someone else make my own money, make my own schedule, make my children proud. Absolutely. I mean, those are all givens for me.
What? Yes. Did y'all catch that word? Y'all sleep? What we doing? It's quiet. Hey, I need praise the Lords and handshakes and hearts all up in the group. Did you catch that word? That is why we keep going, you know, for our babies, because people are there. Like you said, you'll be surprised at who's watching you. So you always want to put your best foot forward for the audience that is watching you. So that's amazing. What are some good resources that have helped you along the way?
A lot. So a lot of resources that have helped. First of all, I'm becoming much more familiar with Facebook itself. Facebook has so many tools out there.
Changing, ain't it?
Yeah. I would say some of them were introduced by another fellow coach that I follow and work with. She has great courses. She's taught me a lot through her courses. I would say I use like LinkedIn. I use so many. I use my own resources, like just marketing resources, from like Shutterstock to Canva to like, I'm all over the place. And again, just the networking itself is great. The networking is a great tool for me, going out here and finding different circles, because I'm finding, you know, accountants and business consultants and legal advisors, and just so many different individuals that they're really guiding me the right way. They've helped me in understanding some of the tools that I need, where I thought I had it all together. And the more I speak to different individuals, or they're within the same realm or doing something similar, they're able to say, hey, do you have this? Do you have that? So I would say I use a lot of resources online. I don't use a TikTok or any of that. I've not figured that out yet. I'm still working on that. My daughters make fun of me all the time. They tell me
like
it's
specific
easy.
Apps or anything that you use to you know, for your business to be successful?
Oh yeah. I just use like I said, Candidly, to help me stay organized for my scheduling.
And that's good, because I use it too. I got you on that one. Calendly is amazing.
So I mean, I use quite a bit of them, to be honest. Let's see. Is it Zapier? I mean, there's a lot of different lead apps, a lot of CRM. I use CRM tools. I've used that through 365 just to kind of help me keep track of my leads and just follow up appropriately in a timely manner. I have used
and I think the CRMs is just the corporate in us. We can't get away from it.
I know.
Because I use it too.
And of course, Zoom. I use Zoom a lot. I use I want to say Microsoft Teams I use a lot.
I just
They have
started
a
using
lot of
that.
they have a lot of built-in tools.
They do.
They have tools where you can bring other people in. If you're working with someone, you can share the work that you're working on, or if you just want them to see, a document and so forth.
Right.
So I'm using all of that. I use DocuSign. I use
and man, the fact that people don't realize that 10 years ago, this stuff was so flat, like Zoom was literally click in, click out. Now they have whiteboard feature and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Like Facebook was literally post this and that's it. And now they have Facebook Suite where you can schedule posts and things like that. Like you said, the CRMs done come a long way with the leads and follow-ups and the automation.
Yeah.
Like you all will be surprised how far some of this stuff has come from just a matter of 5 to 6 years ago.
Yeah, and now with Facebook, with the integration or the partnership they bought over Instagram, that now you can also use that scheduling too. So I like to use that. I try to stay on top of it and get a day, but then I can get all of like the Zapier I was speaking of, you can get all of the apps. So if I want to even post on LinkedIn, like all of these apps will get the same content if that's what I would like.
Right. Everything is integrated now. Like you don't have to go to several different things and post and do things. Everything is collabing and like you said, everything you could post across the board. You know what I'm saying? Like it's amazing to see how far if you're into that, how far the technology has come. So you all definitely need to make sure you're using, and there's so much free stuff out here that will allow you to use it for free before you decide to buy it. Now I have, like with Zoom, I definitely pay for Zoom because I have a lot of people that come on my live sometimes, and I need all the special features, but I used the free Zoom for many, many years before I even paid for it. So, use it for free. See if you like it, do these 30-day trials and see if it's something you like. And then if you do, subscribe. You have to spend money on yourself to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to spend the money to make the money. And I can't say that enough. People they just want it for free. It's like, no, it's not how it works. Like these people are a business too. They got to make their money, So,
I have I use, I even have my website through Wix that I have.
I live by Wix.
Yes. I mean, they have their own CRM tool.
Yes, right. They have their own built-in
they have their
CRM.
Reporting.
Everything.
Everything is there. Yeah, you can look at your you can look at your conversion rate.
They'll even tell you if you sent an email with like a sale or something like that, they'll tell you how much money you pulled from the email.
Yeah.
And when I bought Wix years ago, they didn't do any of that. Their insights have come up so far. Like I even had, because I use a separate CRM system, and I'm looking at this like, why am I paying for this? And hell, it's right here. But they didn't have that so many years ago. So Wix has come all the way up.
And you can schedule ads on Wix now too.
Yeah, I saw the girl. When I tell you, I had to take a day and go over everything new that was happening in Wix. Because again, it was literally just a easy drag and drop website builder. And then it just went poof, like it blew up to where so many things that people were paying individually for, it all incorporated, and it gives you a really good price. Now they're helping you build the app.
Oh yeah. There's an app now.
Yeah,
there's an app. I was looking at the app. Yeah.
I remember when I couldn't even look at sales on Wix from my phone, and now they have a Wix owner app where I can reply and do. It has come up so much. So stay on track with these app shows, because stuff that you may have used 6, 7, 8 years ago, today might be the bomb because they have upgraded so much. So make sure you all are checking back on some of these apps that you may have liked back in the day. They may have changed, and now it may be able to really, really help you,
Yeah, and so also they have the email marketing. They have a rewards program. And
I use all that stuff, girl. They even got the abandoned cart. They'll tell you whose cart is sitting, so you can send them an email saying, exactly. This is what I'm saying. So now I'm telling you, they have come up. Okay.
And if you all are worried about the investment, I would just say do what I do. I've literally invested in stock in all of them.
Yeah, it's worth it. I'm telling you, I pay for mine faithfully. Take it out. You got it. Like it's so worth it. So with that being said, with us saying, you have to spend money to make money. If you had an unlimited budget, I mean, you Dr. Dre out here with the beats. If you had an unlimited budget what would you spend it on?
Oh my goodness, that is a tough one. If I had an unlimited budget, I would say honestly, I would spend it on building a bigger platform, just really lots more marketing and advertising and team building, like
Yeah.
really growing the organization, maybe even, getting other, hey, who knows? I had an unlimited budget. Maybe I can do so much marketing and I could have franchises going out. I mean, I don't know.
Marketing is key. If
Start it
I could
off, yeah.
look, let me get mine on the Super Bowl. Let me take my little million and go on to the Super
Yes.
Bowl.
Yes, inventory for sure.
Yes, everybody need that, especially as funky as it is right now. We all need that. So, hey, are y'all asleep? Come on, y'all, hit them hearts. We have got to stay active. Hurry up and get your questions together because we are almost to the end of our questions, which means we'll be asking you questions or asking for your questions for Miss Kizzy. Who are 3 people that are most influential to you? And it doesn't have to be within your business. It could just be literally 3 people out of the
Oh yeah, for sure. First I would say, so I'm just gonna go there. My dad and my mom. They both taught me, the work ethic. They both taught me how, just to keep going. Everything isn't perfect. I've seen them just work, and never give up, and just work for what they want in their dreams. So definitely them. And then I would say, I don't know, I love Oprah.
Okay.
Oprah is that person who she just defied the odds during her day. She kept going. Let's just be honest, physically, she probably wasn't the top choice and she never really cared, right? She never cared. She kept going. She kept her humility. She kept doing that. I mean, I like anyone with a great work ethic that has come from nothing and decided, or from a background that, it didn't look like the future would be so bright. And they just decided that I'm going to do this anyway. And I don't care what anyone has to say. I don't care about the nays. I don't care. I'm going to keep going. So I would say really anyone, but I would definitely name Oprah. But I would say first and foremost were both my parents because they were hard workers.
Okay. And Oprah, yes, she to me is the poster child of what I believe in, which is I don't want to sit at your table. I'm going to bring my table, sit in front of you. I don't need your little table. Okay. Like, I don't want to sit at your table. And I think we need to get out of that because people like, I want to be at this table. I don't want to be at anybody's table. No. I'm going to create my own table. I'm going to take my little ignorant table and I'm going to sit it next to yours and stare at you the whole time. Like, that's what I want to do. I want you to be so mad at my table. Okay. That's the petty in me. Like, I did the whole, I want to be in this circle and I want to be with these people and I want to do this, and the third, to where I had to realize, and I this is my quote in my Facebook page, I used to want to be a part of the circle, and then I realized I was the circle. So bye for you and your circle, okay?
Right. And you know what? One of the reasons why I want to bring the table is I want to bring the table so that other people can sit at that table that feel like they didn't fit at another table or they were rejected.
Exactly. And that's what I mean by I am the circle. So come be and that's, even in the group this group that I run, I'm not one for the rules. I'm not trying to be a Facebook, bully, like, oh, I wasn't popular in high school, so I'm going to just be popular in my Facebook group. Like, I was popular in high school. I don't know if y'all know now. Okay. Okay. I was popular in high school. I didn't want to be popular. Look, right. I was popular by accident. Like, I didn't even want to be popular, but it happened. Okay. But, I don't like the whole bully culture in these groups and things. I want you all to come be at my table because we eating at my table. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna eat. I want y'all to know that myself, you, and whoever, we are the most realest people at the table you could ever come across. You don't have to, oh, that's so and so, I have to be a certain way. No, be your damn self, because that's the only way you're gonna get far, is being yourself. Having people, and I know working corporate, they've told us corporate people, well, you got to be this and you got to be that. Like, hey, man, fuck y'all. Sorry, y'all. Somebody didn't put the disclaimer up. But I'm not going to be that person. I'm not kissing your ass to make, you feel good and me not feel good, or me to chase you and all this good stuff. I hate the worship culture. Oh my God, that's so and so. No. Yes, I do know a lot of things, but no, I'm not untouchable, unreachable, and this and that. Yeah, you could come to me and talk to me and have a conversation with me. That's crazy that people think you can't approach people and just talk. I've been on these vending journeys. I've met Yandy Smith. I've met Duchess from Black Ink. I've met Debbie Smith. I've met Cynthia Bailey. And all of these women sat in my face and had a regular ass conversation. Okay? Like regular people. Like it wasn't that deep. You know what I'm saying? And why shouldn't I think that I'm able to have a conversation with them? Who are they that I can't have a conversation? How different are they from me that I can't sit and just be like, hey, girl, hey. When I was in Virginia, I sat and talked to Duchess. We talked for a clean 30 minutes. And, I was thinking in my head, like, oh, I don't want to hold her up. And she was sitting like, hey, girl, we hugged and talked about her hair and talked about the show. And she told me about her show. I was going to, extend some product to her just so she could promote me. And she like, absolutely not. We're going to buy this. She bought it. She like, I'm not above that. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciated that from these people. And that's why, and I push that for you all. Don't think you're not supposed to be with these people because they on TV. Hell, you on TV. Kizzy, you on TV with me, girl. Like, who are we to say something different? So, yes, we have to bring our own tables and create those tables and say, I belong here, regardless of what you think. I'm going to be up in here. And you can make the stank face if you want to, but sis, you're going to see me, okay?
Well, and you know what? I think that's what defines us as entrepreneurs a lot of times. Once we identify that in ourselves and we're able to do that, I think I knew this as young as 22. I knew I would be doing it because I was definitely that employee where they looked at me like, you're talking to him like that or whatever?
Yeah.
Who? Oh, that's the CEO? Oh, he got a name just like I have a name. Look, I could go and sit and have a conversation. One thing for certain, we both work for somebody else. He was just named the CEO, and we both working to get somebody else some money, and we both have a job to do. So why can't I go to them and talk to them and share ideas like a regular doggone person?
And you'll be surprised at how many of them actually appreciate you just coming to them regular.
Yeah,
they don't like
that. You're right.
High government officials and federal law judges who they be like, Judge so and so, and I'll be like, his name Perry, and I just called him P, and he cool with P. Okay, they like, did you say that? Yeah, because guess what? He don't want that, and y'all making him uncomfortable. People, like, what's wrong with y'all? So I don't like stuff like that. I've never been a worship culture person. I can't stand people that worship people. Like, just treat them regular, and they will give you their regular self. That's it.
You'll get so much more respect.
Absolutely. So Miss Kizzy, how can our listeners connect with you online or in person?
You can connect with me online. First off, of course, Facebook. You can follow me at Visions Destination Travels. There's also on Instagram. And also, if you go there, you'll actually find the link where you can reach out to me. You click that link, you go ahead and register, and it'll take you to my website where you'll get access to all of our deals. And if you have any questions, I'm right here to help you. And you can just really reach me on all of those platforms. You can also reach me at www.kizzy.warfield@yahoo.com.
And Kizzy's in the group, so you can always find her within the group. She's going to make a post and post all of this information in there, so you all will have it. And you all can reach out to her or questions or sign up for anything you need. Make sure you are doing that, just like as we did last week. The whole purpose of this podcast was for us to know what our sisters do, how they could benefit us, how we could benefit them, and how we can support them. So make sure you all reach out to her on this platform. So Miss Kizzy, what is your final word to the group? Give us some wisdom, give us a word, give us an amen. Whatever your final word is, what is your final word to the group? To the ladies.
My final word is ladies, you all rock. Keep doing what you're doing. Check me out. I'll check you out. And let's just keep each other uplifted.
Yes. And
that's my final word.
If you all have questions, this is the time to post them. Miss Harriet said she will be in touch because she's trying to get to a group child. Okay, because Miss Janae said yes, because soon she getting her coins up so she can get the hell out of here too. Because she teach. So she like, I gotta get out of here ASAP. Okay, ASAP. I gotta get out of here.
That's Miss Coffee. I call her Miss Coffee. Hey, Miss Coffee.
Yeah, one of our fellow South High Flyers over there. Come on, Miss Janae. If you have any questions for Miss Kizzy about her business, just about business in general, about her journey, about vacationing, this is the time to do it. Please post your questions in the chat. In the meantime, while we are waiting on those questions, I'd like to thank you all again for joining our Black Girl Business Hour. Again, this was created for you all. I'm going to be releasing new dates for October, November, December. We just wanted to kind of do these pilot runs to see, what we have an interest in. Clearly, we have an interest, and y'all know I like that, y'all. So do we have any questions for Miss Kizzy? This is the time to ask the questions. And I know we got people in here because y'all hitting the hearts and some other crazy faces. So I know y'all up in here. Okay.
And of course, if you can't think of any questions, just hit me up. I'm always available. I'm always kind of around online. Kizzy R-Hill. Also have Crafty Kids, Crafty_Kids. So I'm all over social media, just trying to make connections. You'll find me.
No, as we should, and include 600 women in this group, 648 women, I think, now in this group. So we should be, this here is the start within the group before we even branch this out. So of course the podcast will be up in the group, so you ladies can always review it after the fact. We also have a wonderful YouTube page that has started, the Business Beauty Rebel, which I will post the link right here in the chat for you all. Please, please, please make sure you go to the YouTube page and subscribe, and you can find all of the episodes of the Black Girl Business Hour in that page. So this one will be uploaded in a couple of days. The one from last week is already uploaded. And next week, is it next week? Who do we have coming up next week? August 31st, we will have Sharice Brown Torres, who is an author who I got to meet many years ago. I'm not gonna say many years ago. Well, it was a good amount of time. When I first started vending, she threw an event in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I got a chance to connect with her. And we pretty much been connected ever since. So she will be my next guest on August the 31st. I hope you all tune in for her, just as well as you tuned in for Miss Kizzy and our other guests. And I hope you continue to tune in to the Black Girl Business Hour. So Miss Kizzy has put her link into the chat, and I am going to pin it so it can stay there. Let's see. Pin that comment. Yes, so you all can go back to that pinned comment and go to her her website. You can always, again, hey, Miss Candy, I met Miss Candy. Once again, everybody that I've named, I've found in networking. So what you said was very true. This will be pinned to the group where you can go view it. I've put the YouTube link in there so you all can view it through YouTube. Once again, the Black Girl Business Hour is sponsored by Rebellious Beauty LLC. If you are interested in being a sponsor for the Black Girl Business Hour, simply message me and I will give you the details and what you need to do so you can be a sponsor for one of our shows. So with that being said,
real quick, can I answer one question? I do see a question. How do you ground yourself from the pressure of maintaining your business and securing your new clients?
Good question, Ms. Harriet. Go for it.
That is a really good question. I will tell you that first I have a little small mini breakdown.
Don't we all?
And then I just bring myself back. And what I do is I just keep reminding myself that, guess what? It's going to be a part of the business, making sure I'm securing those clients while I'm still working my business and just really trying to put a plan together to make sure that I don't overstep my bounds, or I don't overspeak what my capability is to my clients as well as to myself. And that kind of just brings me back. And even if I have to take a client and say, wait a moment, let me get back with you, and I have to figure that out, I'll take that step back. I'm never afraid to say what I am not capable of doing at the moment, because what I've learned is that you can't be desperate when you're jumping out. You just can't be desperate. It shows itself. It shows that you're insecure, and then it actually kind of pushes your clients, so the new clients, away. So I kind of just bring that back in, hone it in, breathe, take a breath, be realistic with myself, be realistic with my clients, and I pretty much go from there. And I really hope that answered your question.
Can't not believe in your brand when you're trying to sell it to someone else. Can't be doubtful in your brand. Can't be uninformed in your brand. Okay. I see so many people selling skincare and don't know what it do, but it's theirs. Okay. They made it. That's the crazy part. I'm like, did you make it? So like, you can't be afraid of your own brand when you're trying to push it to someone else. She said she appreciates the feedback. That's what she's dealing with right now in her business. And you just, Miss Harriet, you just got to keep going. You have to, and I said this last week, whatever you're selling, you got to make them believe that they can fly with it, okay? That it's going to make them a damn superhero. Okay, you got to be that in tune with your product, with your service, with your whatever. You know what I'm saying? Miss Kizzy just sat here and explained to me travel like hell. I don't know how, but I'm getting the hell out of here. Like, you got to make it make sense. But you can't be like, oh, well, no, can't do that. Can't do that. So
I agree.
You got to sell it. You got to sell it and be confident. Be the most confident person in this world. And with the internet, and I tell people where I don't necessarily agree with it, but the internet allows you to be whoever the hell you want to be, so be it. Period. Period. You know? So I hope that answered your question, Miss Harriet. And again, this will be up. Miss Kizzy will be able to see it if you tag her in this with your questions. Make sure you add her name so she can come back into this replay and answer your questions for you. Or you can hit her up directly. She gave you all of the information. I tagged her business page in the comments, so you all can definitely go visit her. But I hope you all are able to get with her and get some vacation plans. 23 is coming up, and this is the time. Don't be trying to go nowhere next week, and it don't work like that. You got to give her a few weeks, okay, to get you together. Okay?
Well, actually, I got some good last minute deals for you too. So
let me shut up. She got some good last minute deals for a couple of y'all, okay?
For sure.
But you got to get in there, okay? So again, please look out for the new dates for the Black Girl Business Hour. Thank you so much, Miss Kizzy, for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt. It was good to see you. Make sure you make a post all that information into the group. Please, all of you should be posting your business in the group. Post. If you tuned in today, please do me a favor by making a separate post. I don't know why that's always so hard. Make a separate post in the group about what you thought about our Black Girl Business Hour. And just one more time, I am going to post a link to our YouTube page. Please go to that and subscribe. If you missed last week's interview, it's on that YouTube page, and you can view it there. Miss Kizzy, thank you so much. Ladies, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Make sure you come back here next week, August 31st, for Miss Sharice Brown-Torres, author Sharice Brown-Torres, because she has written, I believe, several children's books and various books, and we want to interview her next weekend. You all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining the Black Girl Business Hour.
Thank you.
And I will see you all later. Peace.